So, hello, good afternoon, hello guys. Today we have 8th of August and I'm promising you for good 2 months times. Then my app, it will be ready. There are delays. I'm sorry, there were delays due to scientists and people, the IT people, they writing the application. This was not up to me. As I said in the previous film, I received the app, the final demo version, I believe 7th or 8th of July, and I was going to launch from the 1st of August. Another small things, they cause another delay. I was fighting to make the icon for the app. The icon is done now. I'm just waiting for the graphic designer to put into the right format. It may take a few days because that person is ill now, but I hope she will finish by end of this week. What will be left is just to pass this to the IT guys. They put the icon, the name for the app is done already, and they can load it into the Google Play Store. Then it will be up to me to activate the app in the Google Play Store. I hope this could be done by the 15th of August. It means in a week time. I apologize again for delay, but in the last couple of weeks I'm not very well. I have complications. I don't want to say about details, but some of you may know I had operation 20th of June and the things should go smoothly. I should recover by end of July. I didn't. I don't know how long it takes. It may take another week, some months. It's quite complicated story. I'm not going to talk about this now. I still work. I work from home, but of course I'm much slower. I'm 3 times slower as usual because I just cannot work so much and so intensive as before. I put some notes around me. I'm going to just to inform you about things related to the app. Then I would present the app, what I've done before. You saw the app already, but I will present again. There are a few things I said the app may not work. There are 3 groups of men. The first case, the app may not work. They are people after the neurology surgery. I had such people on the test, and the app made even their stutter worse. The second group, they are people with fear. They have fear from the apps. I had such guy on my test. He had some therapy, speech therapy before. He used DAF, delay auditionary feedback. Of course, it didn't help him. The therapy didn't help him. That app, DAF, didn't help him. And he just had fear to use my app. He said, I would like to finish the test. This could be a problem. I believe this is the psychological problem. It could be solved mostly. The third group is, and I would like to say a bit more now about that group when my app may not work. I met a few times people on my tests. They used to use another techniques. Those techniques, they were designed to manage their stutter. I had people who used the coastal breathing, and this kind of taking the breaths, it stays in contra with my app. It stays with contra because when you use the technique coastal breathing, it causes tension. You attack blocks, you attack stutter. My method is not to attack stutter. My method is to deal with stutter with calm, with relax, with natural speaking. I would like to warn also the parents of the children, because I had stories that DAF may cause stutter more intensive when the kids they use this. I had some conversation with the very experienced speech therapist. That lady probably deals with the patient, also with the kids, probably now only with the kids for the last, I think, 30-40 years. And she said there is no problem, but you have to be very careful when using my app on the kids. It means, I would say at the moment, let's say the 8 years old, 7-8 years old kids, that's the point we could start to use the app. Anyone below 7 years old, I would wait. I would not use my app, and I advise, do not use my app, or you're doing this on your own responsibility, because there are no clinical tests done yet. About those DAFs, they cause stutter more severe. I had some DAF some years ago, and it caused me more stutter. I used another DAFs 20 years ago because I was desperate to improve my severe stutter, and I would say they were neutral. Means they may help in my room for some time, but when I went outside, my stutter came back. And that's why the whole idea with my app, the app is not designed you use only at home on your own. Of course, you get fluent, probably you get fluent when you on your own anyway, because most of stutterers, they don't stutter when they are on their own, like me now. But this app is designed, then you can go outside, and then you can use outside. There would be another movies recorded about the techniques and how to use it, but I would recommend to start this, to use this app at home, on your own, maybe with the people you know, you trust, with your friends, with your wife or husband or children, or whoever you feel comfortable with. Then, of course, go outside and use it outside as well, but very carefully. And I would also recommend to try this outside first with people you know, with people you feel comfortable. Maybe they must not be your parents or your wife or your kids, they may be your neighbors who know you stutter. I said some weeks ago that this app, it's not my last word. And I believe this app would be the entry point to the whole method to combat stutter. Some time ago, I said, sorry, there's some noise outside and it disturbs me. There's something going outside. I said some time ago how important it is to slow down when you use the app. I know this could annoy you because everyone is saying slow down or get relaxed because they're thinking this will help you not to stutter. And this is pissing me off as well. The thing is, when you use the app, you're more relaxed, but the whole idea is, I will show in a moment, then you slow down. You start to talk slower. And what is very important, when you talk, you must be calm. I had, even yesterday, I had some experiment. I was talking over the phone using the app with somebody, and I was pissed off. I spoke to some manager from the hospital because I have the problems to get to the right people, and I was quite angry. I was speaking quite fast. I didn't follow the rule. I should go with my voice from the app together. It means I didn't follow the rules I should follow. I was talking fluently, but there was a point I had block. And that block, to overcome that block, I stuttered 3 times, having the earphone in my ear with the app, and I was a bit surprised why this app didn't help me in 100%. And then after that conversation, that phone call, which took 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I understood that the anger, stress, speaking too fast, not following the rules, it causes then the block which came didn't go, it stayed. There could be problem with people using my app who have heavy blocks before they start to talk. I had such people on the tests. It means they cannot even start the sentence because the block, it holds them. I had such people, I was waiting for a good few minutes for them that the block was gone and allowed them to start to speak. So I would plug me into the app now, and we can continue. I put now earphone into my ear. I use usually just one. Of course you can put 2 if you wish to, but I prefer 1 because when you have 1 you can hear better what's happening around you. It means I use 1 for now. There is this small microphone which is catching my voice, and the app is processing your voice. The app is here in my smartphone. Now you can maybe see. It means your voice is processed in this app, and then you can hear with some delay. The best ones I found, they are the cheap headphones with the microphone. The people, they use this to make the phone calls. They could because, for one reason, the microphone is not very sensitive, and this is quite important, because when the microphone is not very sensitive, it doesn't catch too much noise from around you. It's catching mostly your speech. Of course, this microphone I cannot switch off. I can just switch off the app or put it or regulate it down, but they are the microphones with regulation. You can see there is the regulation. You can put this down, you can put this up. You can buy such microphone. I use this from time to time. The problem is the quality is not very good, and after 1.5 constant use they broke. I just started to use another cheap devices. They cost $10 or $15 mostly. There is another cheap headphones with the microphone. There is the microphone. They're quite good because when you put into your ear, this microphone is quite close to your mouth. For tests, I use another headphones with the microphones. I use quite more or less professional stuff. This is the equipment used for the gamers, but it means this microphone, these headphones, they're much more powerful, but there is another problem. This microphone is very sensitive. It's too sensitive for me, and on the tests some stutterers said it's too sensitive for me, and I can hear the noise, too much noise from around me, and it disturbs me. They could be necessary with some of you to have lessons with me online, on Skype or on Messenger, on Facebook, face to face. Then I need to see how you stutter. I need to hear how you slow down. Is it enough to slow down, or we need to work on it? To be fair, I would say not many people, they can slow down themselves in correct way. Only about 20-25% people I had on tests, they slow down themselves, but those people used to work on their voice for many years, or they naturally can speak slow, because this effect works when you slow down. I mentioned about some people, they may have blocks, strong blocks, before they start talking at all, and this could be problem with app, because they cannot hear themselves before they start, and they cannot start because they have heavy blocks. I have some asses under my sleeve. I don't want to talk about it now. I will talk about it later. Also, the whole method which would be developed and combined with this app, it would be available for people who get my app. I want to avoid then other therapists or people, they just looking for my magic pill. They come to me, they will catch my techniques, my method, and they go away, they pass to somebody they may not use correctly. I don't feel the urge to save whole world. I feel the urge, the pressure to help people. They come to me to get that help. There is another group formed. That group is at the moment invisible, is dead. It didn't start to work yet. I don't want to say name before I release the app, because the group of the name will be the same than the name of the app. It means if everything goes well, this should be launched probably by around 15th of August. I hope by end of next week, by next weekend. Today we have Thursday, 8th of August. Also I mentioned about people, they use some other techniques and they want to use my app, and this stays in contra. I had some people on tests, they use techniques or methods called rhythmic speaking. It means they didn't speak naturally. Their speech was like a rhythm. And this stayed in contra with my app, because my app is designed then you speak naturally. You breathe naturally. Of course, some people they have problems to breathe because of stutter. We will have the techniques for breathing, but as I said, for people coming to me for help, not for everyone on the world. Okay, I will show the app again and I will explain how to use this. Sorry, I'm just looking on my notes. I have many notes. One more thing before we start the app. There would be also the exercises, the physical exercises to relax you, to try to decrease your tension, because I know you have tension. Some of you have tensions. I had them as well. There will be exercises for relax, what I'm saying for the last 2 months. There will be exercises for calm, and there will be exercises for how to start talk when you have strong block before you can say anything, but this would be later. Now I show the app again and then I explain again how this should work. Now here is the app. You have two kind of regulations. One is on the top is the change delay, the below is the change gain. You can put on gain 1, you can put on gain 2, you can put on gain 3. You just move with the finger. Okay. Now I put on gain 2. I use usually on gain 2. I explain what this is for. The gain is the strength of the signal, of the effect. It means when it's more quiet outside, like I'm at home now, it makes more sense. I don't need so strong signal. I use usually on 2. If I go outside, let's say shopping or on the street, I drive by car, I usually put on 1. Of course, you can also regulate. Now is maximum. You can regulate the strength of the loudness. I can put it down. I can show you. I can put it down I can put it up. I usually use on gain 2 unless there is some noise, and I usually put a bit down, but this depends from the quality of this set of the microphone, and also probably it would depend from the type of smartphone you have. I have Motorola, you may have another brand. Now on the top there is the change delay. It starts on, it starts on 0, and you can put maximum to 3000. Now I explain what this is for. When I have now on 3000, it means my voice, my speech is delayed with the delay 3000 on the scale. You have to slow down really strongly, because if you don't slow down, you won't hear yourself in earphone at the same time. Now I can regulate with finger. Now I put example for about 1500. I used to use about 1500 for some time to make tests. When I start tests with the new stutterers, I usually put on 1000. Sorry, I need to close something on the Facebook. I usually put first on 1500, and I would recommend then when you get the app, don't start from 0, start from the 1500. I can put now a bit down with the finger, let's say 1000. It means I can speak a bit faster, and then I hear myself in the headphone. I usually put, when I go outside, I usually put for around 750. I very rare put myself, and my stutter is really light. I very rare put below 750. You're not supposed to put on much less than I do. I had people on tests. I had girl, she was very fast talker. She was almost fluent, really. I was wondering why is she coming to our appointment, but she said, I do not stutter when I leave home, I stutter at home. And when I started with her on, let's say, 1500, she said she cannot really, she doesn't feel comfortable. She asked me to put on 0. Now it's on 0. It means now this delay is on 0. You can still hear yourself with this delay and go, but as you can hear now, I can speak much faster. Okay, I put back, let's say, on, let's say 1000. I have on 1000. I put down, and we can, of course you can use on the back screen. This is the application. This is the app. You can put on the back screen. This is the back screen. You can lock the screen. Now screen is locked. and this still works. And this is the whole idea. You go outside with your smartphone. I just put down on the desk, but the app is still working. The whole idea is you have this with you all the time. You can use, you can switch off, you can put on the back screen, you can put the telephone into your pocket, and you use as much as you want. What I want also to mention, maybe it's worth to mention, that I choose the phone with quite strong battery. This is like the extra strong battery. This is brand new phone really, and I didn't use for whole day 12-15 hours, but I think it could work for at least 2 days. When your battery runs off, your app is off. It means just to have this in your mind. Of course, you can have some extra battery or charger to charge your phone. What I discovered, then sometimes I don't use the app. I switch off the app, or I just take off the headphone. I will now put it down, and when I go outside and I talk, just the feeling, I have this on standby, I have this on, and I can put this earphone into my ear and use the app, but I don't. I put usually like this. It means I put one headphone here behind my t-shirt, another one in my ear. Here is the microphone, and I can use freehand. Now, sometimes I made experiments, I take it out, it means I cannot hear the app, and I'm still talking fluently. I feel better. But this would be the next stage for the people with the app. The first stage is to start to speak fluent using the app. I don't know for how long. It could take time. I have no idea. It could take months. I don't think days or weeks. Days for sure not. I don't think it would take weeks. I think it must take at least months or maybe longer. But the whole idea is for later you would be able to take it out and still be able to speak fluently and calmly with no blocks. This is my next idea. That's why I said this app would be the entry point to the method for stutter. Sorry, I need to look on my notes if I have anything more to say. I had some idea some time ago, as I used to be severe stutter 20 years ago, really heavy stutter, and I need to think this is a good idea, but I have my recordings on the tapes, on old tapes. I don't have this kind of the tape recorder anymore because we have now 2019, but I may be tempted to get such tape recorder and to transfer my old speech into the electronic format, and maybe to demonstrate you how strong did I stutter. I'm stuttering now on purpose, but I stuttered really severe. I was counting one time on one block and I counted 21 or 23 times. I couldn't start, I couldn't say the word. I just attacked this all the time for 20 something times. It means I may get the tape recorder for you and transfer my old voice into the electronic format and demonstrate you, then it is possible to improve your speech, at least to, if you severe stutter, to become light stutter like I am now, or to do not stutter at all. But I don't want make any promises, and I never wish to use word cure. Some people accuse me, then I offer false hope or false fake cure. I don't use word cure. I do not offer cure. I offer at the moment speech aid to help you to speak more fluent. But my target, my goal is not just to sell you the app and keep you with my app forever. Then you're able to speak fluently only when using my app. That's not my idea. I don't care if you use the app for 3 months or for 6 months or for 1 year and then you won't need my app anymore. I don't care about money, because I know there would be another people they would need my help with the app and my method. Because my goal is to start you to speak fluently, and I'm really serious now. I didn't even plan to say this now, but I offer first to make you fluent. I want you to speak fluent, with no blocks, with calm, with relax, with no fear about the blocks, with no stress, with no tension, with no closing yourself inside you. And because I know this, I used to be severe stutter for 23 years. It was 20 years ago. I had some therapy which transformed my severe stutter into light stutter. It means the whole idea is first to make you fluent, then to keep this fluency together with you when you use the app and when you don't use the app. And then we will see, I will of course learn from you, not just from me, what to do. Then this time you speak fluent with no app is longer than the time you speak fluent with the app. This is my idea, the perfect goal, the full success it would be. Then you don't need this. You may have this on your phone, switch off, but you speak fluent and you feel no fear. Of course, there could be times you may feel more comfortable to put this into your ear for the moment and to get this feeling. Maybe, probably yes, because there are lots of situations with stress, with rush, and I really know them well because I stuttered for 43 years. But my goal is not to tie you to this app forever. I would be glad if this would be just 1 year, and after 1 year you don't need it. You speak fluent and you go. You leave my club, you leave my group, Stop Stutter, and you don't need my group, you don't need me, because you're fluent. I will record another movie about how to use this app again. It will be probably in the next few days. Thanks. Bye.